Okay, welcome. Today we're going to do something quick. I have placed here in tiremaker. I just wanted to talk about the entry tickets for wargaming and what I think would be the most iconic titles that perhaps for the majority of the wargamers, and especially if you are someone that have in this hobby a lot of time, what is the so-called veterans, you will know basically all of these titles. But what is, and I always think about, what is the beginner's entry for this? So, as you can see, Battle Academy, I have placed Battle Academy uh, right off the bat in the beginner section, and CMO, um, Command Modern Operations, in the expert. And as you can see, I have divided advanced in two because certainly I believe that there are some of those that I have placed in here that go into the advanced hard because they are not exactly as expert complicated in terms of command and CMO that we have here, command and modern operations. Now, obviously, there are more titles out there, but these are just the ones that I have picked up. Perhaps you will think something different. And if you don't agree with all of this that I'm going to explain here, let me know in the comments what do you think. So, Battle Academy is going to be the entry for most of the people that would like to go and do the jump from strategy, real-time strategy, to wargaming, and something more serious as wargaming. So in here we have I'm gonna grab here Field of Glory that I'm going to put here in, and I have chosen in Field of Glory 2, because I know that there's the medieval, and there's also one that adds the map, and that is going to separate Field of Glory into different warfare levels in terms of strategic and the tactical level. There are plenty of different warfare levels in here, as you have already uh, noticed. The warfare level, it has nothing to do with the difficulty that I'm going to discuss here. So Field of Glory, because this one is the tactical level. Also, I'm going to say that it's a beginner friendly. It is very easy to understand, and it has a tabletop presentation. So I would say that Field of Glory 2 go into the beginner friendly, right? I would say that also another beginner friendly is going to be Ultimate General, Gettysburg, or Civil War, whichever you would prefer. Both go into the beginner. Perhaps some of you would say that it is going to go into the intermediate, but no, I would say, um, yeah, Ultimate General also is a very nice entry point for someone that would like to go and do the leap. Okay, let's start going to the one that is also uh, commonly placed in the books of the beginner friendly entry level for war games, and usually people would say that Cauldrons of War is in the beginner section. Search the web and you will see that Cauldrons of War is in the beginner section. I disagree, and I'm going to talk about this in a few moments. But yeah, those would be there. Battle Academy, Field of Glory, Ultimate General, and Cauldrons of War in a general opinion as far as I believe. Okay, going into the tactical, continuing with the tactical, we have here tactical levels over here, most likely. We have also the only one that is not tactical is this one, which is going to be for the operational level. And then we go for another tactical combat mission, and I have chosen Beyond Overlord here just because I like it. Combat mission would be definitely into the advanced section. Okay, now I would say here that if you want to give enough time, invest enough time in learning the mechanics of combat mission, and you would like to go from something like Warcraft, the RTS, it is going to be difficult to get into combat mission. So it is not impossible, it is possible. I usually didn't start it with the beginner here, but yeah. So next one, I would say Command Ops is going to be into the realm of the advanced. And here is where I don't know what do you guys think, but Command Ops, because of the fact that it's operational level, it could be into the advanced hard. At the beginning, I thought, okay, Command Ops is as complicated as combat mission, but it could go one level up into the advanced hard. I would say. Yeah. So yeah, Command Ops goes one level up, not into the expert, but one level up. Gravity Team Tactics, guys. Gravity Team Tactics is definitely advanced hard. I would say it could be in between both because it's very similar to combat mission. It is still in the tactical warfare level, but I would place it in the advanced hard. Okay. Next we have the Hearts of Iron, advanced hard, definitely. Most of people don't get into Hearts of Iron. Sometimes Hearts of Iron 3 it's easier. Hearts of Iron 3 could go to the advanced or perhaps intermediate also. And Unity of Command usually could go to the intermediate, but also I would place it in the realm of beginners. And here is where I'm going to change Cauldrons of War to the intermediate section, and I'm going to tell you why. Cauldrons of War is not heavy visual, but is text heavy, and you must understand what you're doing in terms of historical stuff, and it is more likely to be understood by someone that really reads about World War II than someone that just jump in and wants to deal with the situation just because that guy want to see what is happening here, what is all about with Cauldrons of War. That's why I would not place Cauldrons of War into the beginner level, even though most people would agree that it's a beginner. And I would change Unity of Command. I don't know. Perhaps you would say Unity of Command is intermediate, but for me it's beginner. And here is where I say again intermediate level for this one, that is mostly because it's operational level, which is a little bit more difficult than tactical level, evidently, and also because it's a lot of text. You have to read the situation. It's like make your own adventure, and you will develop the situations through text, and you will have to read and understand what is every single thing that is being described on the text. So that's why I would say intermediate. And also it's a very good one to be placed in in the intermediate section here, because once you understand all of these concepts, you can go to advanced levels and understand better all of these situations. So yeah, if you would be someone, perhaps there would be some combat missions that would be placed in expert depending on the title, depending on the iteration of the franchise. I would place them in expert, but mostly the first three are going to be advanced, not going into advanced hard. It is not hard to understand this, and yeah, that's why I'm placing this here. I don't know if you would place Gravity, Hearts of Iron in Expert. I don't think it's that bad. Perhaps command ups could be changed. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what would be the sections where you would like, that you would say no, this one is more an expert one. You could add another title as well. I would be very, very happy to see what do you guys think. What is a very, very expert level of war game in this regard? And let me know in the comments what do you think. Let's discuss, all of us, what is a very, very good entry and which one is very difficult to understand. So it's better to go to another one. I just wanted to open up this topic because I think it's important and it's interesting. So see you in the next one.